class, and welcome to ECS 100 Child Growth and Development. My name is Thesa Ropke, and I'll be your instructor for this course. What I'm going to do in this video is give you kind of a basic overview of the course and the course menu and how things function. And then what will happen after this video is every week there'll be an instructional video by me walking you through the tasks that you need to do for that week. So we will be operating our class in Canvas. It's a online learning system. So you can see over here on the left, there's different titles, and each one of these, as it changes colors, just know that those are clickable links. So I'm going to go through them really briefly with you. Announcements is the first one. I do send out a weekly announcement in this class, so hopefully you've reviewed the Welcome to ECS 100 notice from Professor. And then you'll get one at the, usually I send them out Sunday mornings at around 12:30 a.m. So you always want to make sure you check that. The second area on our menu is the syllabus. So there's an electronic version of the syllabus. I'm constructing a written course calendar, but just know that, oh, and I see that's an issue right there with the smiley face. Okay, so just so you know, I'm constructing a course calendar. But what's really helpful about Canvas is it also gives you all the due dates right here when you log in. So I should have this one completed, I would say, by next week. The next thing I want to share with you is modules, and this is where you'll spend a majority of your time in the class. So the way our class is going to work is we are going to have 8 modules, and the module will be broken up into 2 weeks. So right now you can see week 1. So week 1 is available, and then come Sunday at around 12:30, week 2 will come down this way. So you'll be able to see week 1 and week 2 going into the second week of that module. So what you're going to need to do is work yourself through each one of these items on the actual list for that week. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So if you've never been on Canvas before, this is a really cool area where you can click on these 2 different links. You might want to save them or bookmark them because Canvas actually has 24/7 technical service as a student, so it's very helpful. And then you can also search within these guides to be able to find out how to do something in Canvas, or if you're getting errors, etc. And then of course you're always welcome to email me. So I'm going to click the next button down here to get to the next item that was in our module. So the next thing you'll see is there's some information about Canvas. I've got some terms here for folks that may not have been in an online class before to kind of give you some context. If you see something in blue, it's a clickable link. So if you click on that, it should take you to an outside area outside of the course, or it'll take you to an area inside of the course. If these aren't working, let me know, because technology is really great, but it also does tend to have glitches sometimes. So I might need to reload something. So all you have to do is kind of let me know if there's a problem with that. Going to our next area on our list. This is the getting started. So basically this is like your orientation. This is our module 1 overview. Make sure you read this. You can see here there's a couple links. It talks again about the different aspects of the course, things that need to be completed. And I'm seeing that several of my smiley faces are not working. I need to fix those. So that would be a good example where you could email me and let me know that smiley faces aren't working. See, there's one right there. So each module is also going to have objectives, so you know exactly what we're focusing on for that module or for that week. So for the first week, we're looking at being able to identify key areas of the course. We're also looking at you having an understanding of where to find different types of course information. I also want you to be able to know where to post to discussion boards. Discussion boards kind of take place, our face-to-face interactions and lecture in the course, so they are gradable. The first week and the second week it's more introductions, and then I'll be introducing to you more of the grading rubric for our more structured discussion board posts and responses, because that's going to be a big part of your grade. I also have an instructor cafe, so I want you to be able to know what that is when we finish the module, and then also introducing yourself to the class. So continuing through, each week I will have a set of instructions. So the best thing for you to do is work your way through the instructions, do each one of those things, and then that way you'll make sure that you've got everything done. Continuing. This is an example of a discussion board, and I did mention that this one's an introduction, so it doesn't have course content associated with it. So it's pretty easy to get all your points on this, but it does give you some really helpful information about how to find discussion boards, what the length should be. So I do have length requirements, as well as moving forward, making sure you're including information from what I call textbook connections. And eventually we'll even get into citing our textbook, as this is a college level course. And let's see, so I'm going to go back to module so we can get a better look at that. So you can see here now that would bring me through discussion, and then I'm going to actually go through the last piece, which is our first assignment. And that's for you to be able to locate different smiley faces throughout your exploration of the course. So what you would be able to do then is make a list, either in a Word document. You could go right here, you would click assignment. You can browse your computer to be able to pull up your assignment, attach it, and then you would click submit. Okay. So back to the main menu, then we have a place where you can actually go get to the discussion by itself, and that's where I want to show you the instructor cafe. So here's the all group discussions, and as other discussions become available, they will be here. Know that I do close them within a certain timeline after we get going. So if you kind of snooze, you lose. You don't get to post late, so you want to make sure you keep track of that. All of the discussions in this class are due where you post to the prompt I provide by Thursday at midnight. And then you have to respond either to 2 to 3 classmates or to all your group members by Sunday at midnight. So please make sure that you keep that in mind as we move through the class. I want to point out the instructor cafe. So this is an area where if you have like a general question that you want to ask that is not time sensitive, you can post it in here. I subscribe to it, so it's going to come directly to my email inbox and I can respond, but I do want you to know that it's not an immediate response. It doesn't carry a 24 to 48 hour response time. It's usually, I go in here on Fridays. So if it's something more urgent in nature or I haven't responded when you need me to, please always remember that email is the best way to get a hold of me. So the cool thing about Canvas is you can check your grades at any time. So I'm going to go ahead and click grades. You can see that it has the assignments posted. It will have what the points are available, the due dates, and then it also will have your score after I've graded it. So I try to grade everything within the week after it is assigned, just so that you are aware. I try to get those back to you quickly. The My Lab and Mastering is the My Development Lab access code that we're having a little bit of a traumatic event with my bookstore. My apologies. So if you bought a My Development Lab access code, you're going to go ahead and follow the prompts here, and I'll also include instructions in the module. If you did not, you will not be able to access anything in here if you're going with a book version. So know that as we move forward with the class, I'll make sure that whether you have the book or the development lab, that you're still able to be successful. And I do apologize for the inconsistencies in that. So trying to think if there's anything else. You can also click up here if you get kind of lost. You can click on ECS 100 at the top and it'll kind of bring you back to the beginning where you were before. Over on, I don't think you can see this, but on the right side is a student. It gives you a to-do list of things that are coming up. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going to conclude this video as your general overview, and stay tuned. Stay tuned for week 1 instructions. Or actually, it'll be week 2 instructions. And if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can reach me at troepke@hancockcollege.edu.